So about like a year and a half ago, I was like pretty skinny fat, eating shit, not really focused too much on my diet. I kind of knew like diet was important, but I didn't really care. And it was about this time that I was starting to get into like the gym. And it was because of this reason that I was like, okay, I need to find the perfect diet so that I can lose weight and build myself fast. And this mistake kind of cost me, not really muscle, but it cost me like losing fat, I guess, because like I was too obsessed with like losing fat quickly. And so I kind of ended that awkward stage of getting even more like skinny. I kind of entered this kind of stage of getting skinny fat, right? And it was because of this that I kind of ended up like making so many mistakes, or not fully completing my workouts at the gym because I feel too tired, or I like throw away the foods because I wasn't really enjoying it, right? So today's video is simply a full guide on nutrition. What is the right diet for you, or simply put, what are the correct foods to actually eat? Because at the end of the day, that is what matters most. What are the correct foods that you should be eating? And there are three diets, right? There is carnivore / animal-based diet, keto diet, and then there's like the warrior diet, which is what I'm on. The keto and carnivore diet, they focus mainly on low in carbs. So no rice, no potatoes, no pasta, no bread. That much will help you. Like, I will be like transparent as possible. It does help a lot. Like, I was on carnivore, I was on keto. It helps a lot. Now, that being said, could I have sustained that diet forever? No. Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because those diets do work. Like, all diets work, right? The thing about diets is that they all have one thing in common, and that is don't eat like shit. But what do I mean by this? Simply put, your processed foods, your sugars, your fried foods, they are all shit. And what these diets do is that they kind of get rid of them. But typically when you narrow them down, the three best ones are keto, carnivore, and the warrior diet. Now, with keto, it's low carb, high fat, moderate protein. With carnivore, it's just meat and chicken and eggs. So it's just high protein, high fats, no carbs. Now, if you can sustain a lifestyle of just eating meat, or just, you know, having high fats, moderate protein, fair enough. Those diets are for you. Now, if you can't, or you kind of want to have like a bit of taste in your food, but like not to the point where you're like destroying yourself, then fair enough, adding carbs is good for you. This is what I do. But at the same time, you must know that, you know, control the carbs that you eat, because carbs is like one of like the most used like fuel sources in your body or whatever, but your body prefers fats more. So if you eat too many carbs, your body like will burn too many carbs, and rather than jeez, I cannot speak. Your body will use the carbs rather than the fats, and that's why keto is like really, really good, because like your body will burn the fats rather than the carbs, because you're on a carb diet. And so in order for you to avoid this, if you want to add carbs, is simply manage your insulin, right? So a lot of people nowadays are starting to become more aware of like insulin resistance, which is like when your blood sugar spikes and stuff like that. And again, this is mainly caused by carbs, potatoes, pasta, rice. Not that they're bad inherently, but you know, eating too much of it is going to lead to you kind of having oh my god, I can't speak, insulin resistance. And due to this, people kind of get bloated, they might gain weight, and they kind of blame the carbs for this. But like, is it really carbs? I mean, yeah, technically, but is it the sole reason why you're gaining weight? Probably not. The American diet, we all know, is pretty much trash. Like, for whatever reason, even their rice has like additives and like sugars and stuff like that. So if you're from America, then stay away from like food in general. No, but if I'm being serious, just make sure like the foods that you're eating have one ingredient. That's it, one ingredient, and then you're calm. I eat rice, I eat pasta, but I make sure that the foods that I like eat, I specifically like do like background checks in the foods that I eat, just so that I'm not eating like trash or like weird chemically fucking BPA fucking foods, right? And because of this, I don't really have like too much fat on my body. Not that, well, to be fair, I am active. Like I go gym, I do cardio, I walk a lot. I'm pretty much outside like all the time. So you know that was a place like part of it, right? So about nutrition, you kind of want to focus on nutrient dense foods like meat, chicken, eggs especially. Like eggs is a superfood. Like the amount of nutrients that are in it, insane. You have like ground meat, you have steak, stuff like steak, you have lamb, you have chicken, turkey, that kind of stuff. I don't eat pork because it's haram, but you know, I guess you could have that or whatever. And then there's like the fats like olive oil, yogurt, like Greek yogurt, not fucking flavored yogurt with like the 100 different ingredients in them. So when you have like fats, make sure it's like actual fats, one ingredient fats. Avocados are good, eggs are fats, olive oil, ghee, butter. What else? My mind's drawing a blank. But when it comes to carbs, mainly focus on like the vegetables like broccoli, carrots, because they have like vitamins in them, whatever, and they are actually good for you. You have bell peppers, you have kale, spinach, rockets, radishes. I'm drawing a blank right now, but like you get my point, right? Those kind of like leafy green vegetables are good for you. They're good carbs because they have fiber, they have nutrients, they have vitamins. The same thing with like meats and fishes as well. Like I almost forgot mackerel, salmon, oysters, mussels. They all have like they're all like nutrient dense, and they have like really good vitamins. And when you consume a lot of these foods, naturally you are going to be a lot more healthier. Your skin's gonna be healthier, your hair's gonna be healthier, your body's gonna feel great, you're gonna have lots of energy. Naturally you're gonna build like way more muscle and lose a lot more fat, simply because you are not eating sugary, processed, whatever kind of foods, right? And so when you stick to like these kind of diet, like that's the thing, these kind of things aren't even restrictive, right? Because like let's actually be honest, right? Eating different kinds of meats, different kinds of vegetables, different kinds of fish, different kinds of okay, maybe not different kinds of carbs, because carbs are like iffy, but like those three things I mentioned, you can make a lot of stuff with them. Now there are certain kind of carbs like rice, potatoes, maybe not oats, because oats is like really weird now. They're kind of like good. Now you can replace oats, now you can replace rice with like bulgur wheat or quinoa, which are like pretty good, and like they have like a lot of fiber, and like they're pretty like low in carbs. Like they're like moderate carbs, I should say. I believe like 100 grams is like 20 grams of carbs, and so it's like, okay, cool, you know, moderate carbs, keeping it in check. It's high in fiber, so you're satiated. They have vitamins in them. I can't remember like which one specifically, but it is like pretty beneficial for you. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you know you're going for diets. Also potatoes, if you want alternatives to that, speed, or what's it called, rutabaga, turnips, those are good alternatives to potatoes if you want to keep it like low carb. That's about it. Generally speaking, keep your carbs low, but if you want to have like moderate carbs, like let's say 70 grams, 80 grams or under, perfectly fine. You will still lose like fat, so long as you're active and you're eating just one ingredient foods and you're avoiding like processed foods, sugars, whatever. You will just lose weight. So yeah, keep it simple, eat your meats, your chicken, your eggs, your vegetables. Keep your carbs low, keep them simple. Make sure that you're reading what you're buying, especially when it comes to like your meats, your vegetables, your carbs, especially your carbs, because these food industries do not care about you. So just make sure that when you're reading them, they have no other ingredients apart from what you're eating. Let's say it's eggs, make sure it is just eggs. Let's say it's rice, make sure it is just rice. No water, no eggs, sorry, no eggs, no water, no vegetable oil, BPA free, whatever. Make sure it is just that product in the food. If it's rice, just rice. If it's eggs, just eggs. If it's meat, just meat. So, you know, that is it. Keep your nutrition simple. Do not mess up. Do not do anything like that. Just keep it one ingredient. And generally speaking, you will build muscle, you will lose fat, and you will lose weight. So, it has been your boy Ty. See ya.